Good day, Rosarians. Today's lesson is about the concept of measurement and the metric system. Measurement is one of the most useful processes ever developed. Almost everything you use every day is measured, from the clothes you wear, from the gadgets you use, to the food you eat. Measurement refers to the quantification of results obtained by using measurement tools, or just simply an actual number to describe a property. Without measuring, you could actually say that a pencil is long or short, or that a bag is heavy or light, or that the mall is near or far from your house. But those terms don't give us specific information. If you were to give an actual measurement, it could be like, this pencil is 13 centimeters long, or this bag is 3 kilograms in weight. Centimeters and kilograms are examples of what we call unit of measurement. Units of measurements are predetermined quantities defined and adopted by convention that is used as standard for measurement of the same kind of quantity. The units that we use in math are standardized, which means they match official standard amounts. That 1 kilogram here in the Philippines is also as heavy as 1 kilogram in other countries. There are still a lot of different units used in different countries. But the most common system of units used throughout the world is called the metric system. It is also known as the International System of Units, or SI units for short. One of the advantages of the metric system, aside from its universality, is that it uses base 10, which makes conversion from one unit to another much easier. Metric system starts with the base unit and then add prefixes to make other units that are larger or smaller than the base unit by multiples of 10. The base unit we use in measuring the length is meter. For mass is actually kilogram, but we'll use the old gram as the key unit. And for capacity or volume is liter. And here are some of the prefixes we use in the metric system. To see how they work, let's consider a base unit in the metric system, which is meter, the basic unit of length. There are prefixes used to define units that are bigger than a meter. The unit that's 10 times bigger is called a decameter. The unit that's 100 times bigger is called a hectometer. And the unit that's 1,000 times bigger than a meter is called a kilometer. But this system also has prefixes to define units that are smaller than a meter. The unit that's 10 times smaller is called decimeter. The unit that's 100 times smaller is called a centimeter. And the unit that's 1,000 times smaller is called a millimeter. We can also use their SI symbols. This pattern can also be used for mass, which has the base unit of gram, and for capacity, which has the base unit of liter. So why does the metric system make converting with each other easier? Well, look at the pattern we get if we put these units in order with the biggest unit on the left, which is kilometer, and the smallest unit on the right, which is millimeter. Each unit is 10 times bigger than the unit on its right, and 10 times smaller than the unit on its left. For example, 2 kilometers is the same as 2,000 meters. We just added zeros on the spaces until we reach the unit meter. And also, 2 kilometers is the same as 2 million millimeters. And 1 millimeter is the same as 0.1 centimeter, and also the same as 0.001 meter. So therefore, with the use of this diagram, you can convert between them by just moving the decimal point one place at a time. It is equivalent to either multiplying or dividing by 10, depending on which unit you convert. Example, 6.283 kilometers is 62.83 in hectometers and 628.3 in decameters, and 6,283 in meters, and 62,830 in decimeters, and so on. You can convert to the next smaller metric unit by moving the decimal point to the right, which is equivalent to multiplying by 10. And you can convert to the next bigger metric unit by moving the decimal point to the left, which is equivalent to dividing by 10. Example, 23 millimeters is the same with 2.3 centimeters, and the same with 0.23 decimeters, and also with 0.023 meters, and so on. Let us convert more units. What is 6.65 millimeters in decimeter? By looking at the diagram, you can see that you just have to move the decimal twice to the left. So the answer is 0.0665 decimeter. Another example. What is 0.273 kilometers in centimeters? You just have to move the decimal point from kilometer to centimeter. Then fill in the spaces with zeros, and you will get the answer of 27,300 centimeters. So that's how it works. But even though the metric system has a lot of different units or prefixes, not all are equally popular. There's really just 4 metric units of length that you commonly encounter in everyday life. They are the millimeter, the centimeter, the meter, and the kilometer. Same with the metric units of mass. The commonly used units are milligram, gram, and kilogram. And also, for capacity, commonly used are milliliter and liter. Now, let's proceed with more examples of converting units in the metric system. What is 65 liters in milliliters? So liter is here, and milliliter is over here. So we just have to move the decimal point going to ml and fill in the spaces with zeros. So the answer is 65,000 milliliters. Another, what is 780,000 milligrams in kilogram? Yes, we will move the point to the left until we reach kilogram. We may remove zeros here since we'll still obtain the same number. Now, we only have 0.78 kilogram. Let's try another. What is 245.78 decameter in centimeter? Yep, move the decimal point to the right till you reach the centimeter. We got 245,780 centimeters. Did you get that? Alright, now it's your turn. Get a piece of paper and a pen, and I'll give you a minute to answer 5 items. Let's see how many items will you get correctly. Okay, ready? Time's up. Now let's see the answers. Okay, check your own work. Did you get a perfect score? Oh, that's great. Congratulations.